Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Magomed Ankalaev win that he just had over Alex Pereira to become the new UFC light heavyweight champion. But before I get into it, if you guys can, please like this video, as the goal I'm trying to get is 20 likes, and hit the subscribe button because I'm trying to get to 10,000 subs for this YouTube channel. Anyways, let's get into the video. So to give a quick UFC recap, the UFC judges, right, two of them gave it 48-47 Ankalaev, and one gave it 49-46. The dominant rounds, in my opinion, within this fight are rounds 2 and 4. 2 because he, wobbled him more than once within that round. And then for round 4, even though he did clinch him up against the wall a lot during that round, Alex Pereira didn't really do much to respond with to really, I guess, kind of convince everyone to give him round 4. If he would have just wobbled him once and all that, wobbled him maybe once or twice, and Ankalaev just clinched him and really did nothing when he tried to wrestle with him during round 4, then that could have been a Pereira round. But since he didn't really do much, round 4 went to Ankalaev in that one. So Pereira had to win, the other 3 rounds. And the other 3 rounds within the discussion are rounds 1, 3, and 5. Those 3 rounds are all very close and arguably just swing rounds where you can either or. And so, in order for Pereira to get kind of lucky in this scenario, he'd have to the judges would have to give him all 3 swing rounds, and 2 of them would have to do that to make sure that Pereira wins it 48-47. And so that's where it's kind of, Pereira was kind of in a tough situation where when it was 2-2, it wasn't exactly, it wasn't exactly even heading into the 5th, because the 2 rounds that people thought Pereira might have won heading into the 5th round, those were still arguably close rounds, which still could have gone to either Pereira or Ankalaev. Whereas, the Ankalaev rounds that he won, there is no argument that Pereira won those rounds, because Ankalaev was pretty dominant within that fashion. And so, even though Pereira lost this fight, I wouldn't, if I'm Pereira myself, I wouldn't go away from tonight thinking that he lost. This is definitely a learning lesson in a certain way. I think, what he did that was very impressive within this fight is he was able to was able to have takedown defense with all of Ankalaev's attempts. I believe he was 13 for 13 with his takedown defense, which is really fucking impressive for what I expected to happen in this match. I thought, Ankalaev was going to take him down and just kind of win it through that within every round, or not every round, with at least the later rounds, in my opinion. And the fact that he was able to stuff all takedowns is improvement for Pereira within that takedown defense aspect of the fight. Think about it like this: when Adesanya fought Pereira for the belt back in Madison Square Garden, I forgot what year this was. It was their first fight. Adesanya took down, Pereira, right? He took him down, and in one of the rounds, because of Adesanya's wrestling. And the fact that, a better wrestler than Adesanya just a few years later, right, where people consider this guy a pretty good wrestler, a pretty good a pretty good grappler, a pretty good wrestler, however you guys want to define it, right, was able to take down and stuff all of his attempts. So I think that is improvement on that aspect, and I'd be pretty happy for Pereira if on that aspect of the thing. Obviously, it sucks losing, but I see improvements though within Pereira's fight game, and he definitely has some things to improve on though, especially on the striking. I think being on the back foot and throwing more shots would be the key if they were to rematch, and that's my takeaway within this fight. Ankalaev won this fight, and I'm not necessarily surprised about that. I just feel like now, okay, I've seen what Ankalaev's threats within this first fight, and heading into a rematch, I think, Alex Pereira can make those adjustments because he is an elite striker, whether you guys like it or not. He is still an elite striker. He just, I feel like, had a bad night when it comes to the striking department. And if he makes those adjustments about, throwing more volume when he is on the forefront, and, being better on the back foot, if he just does those two things going into this next fight against Ankalaev, I think he can win the belt back because he did very well with those takedown defenses. And with those just striking adjustments, I feel like within a rematch, we could see Pereira winning it. But yeah, that's how I feel about the fight. If you guys like this video, please do so. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.